What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's me, Mikey Pipes. Today's project, task at hand, we got this ancient Trane R22 central air conditioning system. It's a 4-ton system. It's no bueno. Hasn't worked all season long. Today we're going to be taking out the condenser and the air handler located up in the attic and putting in the private label Mikey Pipes by ACiQ side discharge heat pump system. It's going to give them space heating and cooling all year round, ultimate in comfort, and it's ultra efficient. I'm going to show you step by step how we decommission and install a new system. Let's go. In case you're all wondering, it's an XL1800 super high efficiency air conditioner. Crazy stuff. Really crazy stuff. Let's take a look at the date. 2000, May 2000. Wow, 25 years old in May. Wow. 3-ton. Right now we are recovering the refrigerant that was in the system. Getting there. Got the VEVOR. Oh, you know what? I have to do a giveaway. Here we go. We're gonna have a giveaway. The correct answer, without going over, the job total. We have an indoor unit, an outdoor unit, wall mount bracket, existing line set that we're going to wipe and clean. The job total, there's no tax because it's a capital improvement. The first person to guess without going over within the next 7 days, I am going to send them a recovery machine by VEVOR. How's that sound for a giveaway? Not too shabby, huh? Now granted, it's not an NAVAC, but if you're an HVAC technician and you need a recovery machine, this is a great opportunity for you to win one. First person to guess the private label Mikey Pipes by ACiQ, the Extreme Plus model. This thing will work to negative 22 degrees of outdoor temperature for heating and 122 degrees for cooling of outdoor temperature. All right, I pulled the disconnect. We're keeping the disconnect. I'm probably going to replace the whip. Wow. Should we take a look at this? Service facts. This thing looks like it hasn't seen sunlight in forever. Wow. Service facts. Parts catalog. And it looks like a little, thought it was an envelope, but not really. No, it's just a piece of white paper. It's just a piece of white paper. Crazy. There you go, folks. There you go. All right, I am going to start disconnecting the electric right there. You mind if you ask me a question? No, not at all. You're the boss. What's that? I am dealing with electricity, that is correct. What's the question?
Forgot to ask early on about a surge.
We can add one. Would you like us to add one? Now you can add one on the outdoor unit or the indoor unit or Yeah, this is on there for like 50 million years. Or you can have an electrician add one for the whole house. However, I have customers that do have whole house protection and they still want one on the equipment itself. At the end of the day, it's a very expensive piece of equipment and an investment in your home. But if you like, we can add one. They're about $370 each. So, and they also come with a $50,000 guarantee from the manufacturer, made by Rector Seal. It's a very good one. Okay, one or two? Two, you got it. Smart man. Why is my laptop toast? Literally toast.
The other thing, I can't remember what we spoke about in maintenance plan.
Yes.
You said you guys offer that?
You offer that as well. So I'm gonna be very blunt and very honest and just straightforward. The outdoor unit has a self-cleaning mode after every operation. There's really no maintenance on these things other than keeping the filter clean at the return, and periodically the drains to be cleaned. You know, the primary drain going outside. So that clog is going to trigger a switch that we have on the system and kill everything.
That's what we found with this.
Yeah.
You looked at it originally.
So so you could do a maintenance plan. It's $23.95 a month plus tax, and we come here once a year and we do a full, a checkup and tune-up and cleaning of it, or you can pay as you go. The biggest thing is the drain, obviously. More important, if you really want to just protect the investment, we offer an extended warranty through ACiQ, the warranty company, where they give you 10 years parts and labor. Now you're going to get 7 years parts and 12 years compressor, or you're only going to get 1 year from us on labor. So if something goes wrong in that 1 year, listen, it's usually workmanship, but it happens every so often. And sometimes a mechanical breakdown occurs, and that first year we'll cover the labor, the manufacturer covers the parts. But after year one, if you don't have that, you're going to pay. And that's separate from the maintenance agreement. Around $2,200 for 10 years. You don't tell me now, and you don't even have to tell me today, but I need to know in 7 days from today's invoice. Okay? Talk to her about that.
300 for the UPS, I can play.
Yeah. 370. Oh, 370 each.
2,000, I got to try to talk to her.
Okay. Not a worry. Is your siding literally like baking?
Falling off. It is crumbling.
It's not UV rated?
We bought this house from a person that refused to give us any information.
It looks like it's not UV rated.
Yeah.
I would love, if this is my house, I have a field day. Yeah, I get it. It's like probably 20 or 40 years old.
Yeah.
But if it's not UV rated, that's like dumb. Ooh. We have air conditioning on this floor. We got air conditioning on this level, don't we? Yeah. How far back is there?
It's all the way down.
Daniel was saying 15 feet. Daniel's full of shit. Huh?
I said 20 feet.
Oh, it's not all the way over there, but okay. All good? Gonna go as planned?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay. Very good. All right, while I am recovering, I think I grabbed everything that I could possibly need to complete this installation without going back and forth to the truck. I have some line set, I got the wall mount bracket, whip, and the electric for the whip, the wiring, the conductors. Grabbed everything but what I needed. Everything's laid out, and of course, gotta stay hydrated. Packed with Gatorade, recovery machine, the bits, socket set, you name it, we're good to go. Hopefully, we'll be done soon. Now, I did not pull the straighter cores out of the unit. I thought there would be much refrigerant left in the system, but apparently there is. We're almost at zero. Almost. tank weighs a little bit more than it did before. And remember, guess the job total, and that's job total. That's with just the 2 surge protectors that we just, we didn't upsell them. We just told him the price. He said, okay. It's not going to include the extended warranty, though. All right, you ready, folks? Let's go. All right, recovery is complete. I pushed the unit out of the way a little bit. I'm going to adapt to 3/4 from the 7/8 right here. Unit's going to go on the wall, about 1.5 feet off grade, so right around here. I'm going to cut my 3/8 back here because I'm just going to not add a coupling here or any other fittings and just bend and flare into my unit. This is going to adapt, like I said, to 3/4 and then bend and then flare into my unit. So we should be good to go once I cut here and hold this thing over there to the corner for the scrap guy. Manhandle that beast. Okay, and here's the new unit. 13 millimeter. We'll take out your bolts. You're gonna have to take off the front grill with a Phillip driver to get those out. All right, I got the wall mount bracket on. I went a little higher than I thought I was going to be with the outdoor unit. Wanted to clear the sprinkler control boxes. Still not too shabby. Let me bolt those down. Yep. Dead on level. Wow. Gorgeous. Absolutely stunning and gorgeous. All right, I have my electrical compartment covers removed. That goes there. It's best to lay this on the grass and use like a needle nose or a screwdriver and smash out the knockouts. If you try doing it any other way, this very thick Chinesium metal is not going to be forgiving. So do it on the ground, especially like in grass or like a soft dirt or dirt. Don't do it on cement because that defeats the purpose. Just saying. Or asphalt, you know, unless if you like patching a hole. L1, L2 ground and communicating S1, S2. This is non-polarity for the RS485 communication. But those 2 wires, I normally make S1 red and S2 white. I match those up with S1, S2 at the air handler connection. All right, 7/8, here we go. All right, ready for pipe wiping. Got it. Let me see what it looks like. Come on, baby. And we got some oil and even some like dye, it looks like. Might need to put some little flush into this bad boy.
Okay.
You want to do some flush?
Sure.
All right, you want to do that first? Bang it out real fast and we'll clear it out with the wiper?
Okay.
Sorry. I'm going to go bring it. I'll bring it to you.
Or give it to Derek. He should be down there.
Okay. I have a great idea in my head. There's a 90, a 90, and a little bend right there. It's going to look awesome. It really is. It's going to look great. All right, what do I do with the mesh? I lost the mesh again.
I'm going to send the flush through.
Okay.
Yeah.
I literally lost the mesh again. Oh, there it is. Go ahead, go. Some people like to crimp the end. I don't like to crimp the end. stuff smells good, by the way. Oh yeah, that shit smells good. All right. There's a mixture of PVC glue and purple primer. This is that version on steroids. Woo! That stuff smells good.
I love it.
Oh yeah, me too.
Well, I smells like it right now.
Oh God. Oh yeah. If you're gonna put an AC system in, don't forget to get that.
Okay, now I'll send pigs through.
Piggy, yep.
All right.
I'm just gonna let the this blue square rectangle thing pick it up. We'll see what kind of like fluid and chemical. Oh.
Yeah, here comes the first one.
Okay. Oh yeah, look at this. That's good stuff coming out of this thing, bad boy. Ooh, look at all that liquid. Full of dye too. Full of dye. Wow. That's why we use the chemical.
Here comes another one.
Okay. We're gonna have to do this a few times.
Okay.
Okay. That's two. How many more you have up there?
I have 2 left.
All right.
See what happens.
Good old, was it X11 flush, right? X12?
This is Pro Flush on it.
Pro flush. It's like a Rector Seal special.
The Versatech.
Versatech, yeah, I had a feeling. All that dye.
Okay.
Good. Okay, one more. Yeah, that one's much better. Okay. You want to do the 3/8?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. This is going to go straight up against there. We'll cut this back a little bit. And this is not soft tubing, is it? Yeah, it is actually. Maybe I'll put a bend there. And with a piece of 3/4, put a bend on an angle maybe. Yeah, if I go up like this, right below the box. Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll look nice. I think that'll look really, really nice. And the 3/8, we'll just bend it as is. We'll use the 3/8 tubing straightener and then put a couple bends on there and it'll look great. Oh man, I'm getting so high right now. The chemical.
Okay, here comes the first 3/8.
Okay. Yeah, that one's dry as a whistle. Or
Okay.
dry as the Sahara Desert. Do one more.
Okay.
I would like to send some more like piggies through the 7/8 though.
Okay. Is Derek down there?
Derek? Well, if he is, he didn't hear me scream his name.
Good for the next one?
Yep, go. Got it. Yeah, these are good. All right, I'm gonna give him some of the other piggies. Go. Damn, they flew out of it. Okay, let's do a couple more.
Okay.
All right. Oh, a little blurry there. Sorry, guys. That's a little vercocked, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay, you know.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, just got a lot of. Okay, one more.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the net on this one actually. Okay.
Okay.
All right, you're all set. Thank you very much for your time. Yeah. I was gonna go across here, but my surge protector's there. We're gonna have to go above it. Yeah. We're gonna have to go above this. Seven eighths. Let's put that bad boy right there. Hope if I turn it on. Okay. That's gonna go right there. Okay. You know what? Let's put our. Well, let's get this back in there. Just so I could keep things straight, pointing down. We'll put this back in later and maybe even replace this. Good. All right, so we're gonna go down, across, down, and then give it a kick right here. But I need to go to 3/4 from the 7/8. So do I want to? Think about it. Maybe I'll just bend this right here and put a coupling midstream to the unit. Let's put our mark right there. Let's see what happens. You know what? I gotta take this out again. Go straight down with it. I want to kick it a little bit. No, I should probably go straight down with it. didn't take enough, look. I'm past it a little bit. Oh. Yeah, you know, we'll be all right. I was like, I measured it and I put a mark there and that's where I bent it, but. All right. Here to there. Let's make that happen. Perfect flare. Oh man, too long. Let's cut you right there. Get on there. Okay, I like. Not too shabby, huh? Makes that look less unlevel. All right, got my depth gauge marked out, 7/8, which is the same as 3/4. Got the coupling. Let's zoom lock this bad boy. Come on. Why are you being so difficult? Oh, we're good there. You know, when you're just not right on it and it doesn't want to spin on like a nut and ferrule, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, now let's grab that, my torque wrench. Roughly 38 pounds of pressure. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wow, that's beautiful. I like. Beautiful. All right, let me get the 3/8 straightener and my tubing bender. Clean that up. Yep, cut it too short. It is what it is. I tried to avoid using a 3/8 ZoomLock coupling, and I had to use one anyway. So 7/8 and 3/8, 7/8 and 3/4 here, short piece, exposed 3/8 ZoomLock coupling. All right, let me get some stranded conductor from the truck, and run L1, L2 and ground, and then wire in our surge protector, communication wire, and then prep for pressure test and vacuum. All right, I just finished up the line voltage connections at the outdoor unit with the the 1/2-inch liquid tight. Threw in a clamp there, secured that to the brick, and I connected my surge protector, the ICM 518, to the existing knockout that was already 3/4. And then I made another knockout for the 1/2-inch. And then I used my Wago lever connectors, 221s, creating a pigtail to connect to our disconnect panel, the lugs on the disconnect panel. Before you start commenting about they're gonna melt, do due diligence and then say, hey, Mike, great idea. I don't know why I'm not doing that already, okay? Even the knockoffs start to melt at around 80 or 90 amps. These are rated for much higher than that, and they'll start to melt at around almost 180 amps. So do due diligence before you start commenting in the peanut gallery section down below. I've been doing this for a while. You're in your parents' basement, just keeping it real. All right, a little after 11 o'clock here. I normally have more done, but it is what it is. Line voltage, communication, done. This is something else that's following in this line hide, AKA rain leader. S1, S2, time to put the cover on and prepare for pressure test. The guys are just about to hook up the line set up in the attic. All right, Daniel should be connected in the next 15-20 minutes. I cleaned up everything I don't need, and then I saw that garden hose reel sitting on the floor where it's been all morning, and I had the R454B on top of it. And then I realized that, it fell out and broke off of the mounting connection, so I screwed it back in for him. He may notice, maybe he won't, but listen, I was cleaning up. Right thing to do, right? Threw the private label sticker on the unit. Remember, folks, if you're an HVAC contractor or a tech and you want to start your own private label and your own brand, start with going to ACiQ.com/Mikey Pipes to learn more. Start giving your end user, the client, the homeowner, a great, ultra efficient, communicating heat pump side discharge system that's whisper quiet and requires little maintenance. Beautiful. Really, really beautiful. All right, Daniel popped on the power on the air handler and set it to cool, so I opened my electronic expansion valve. I'm just purging some more nitrogen through my 3/4 to 7/8, through the evaporator coil and through the 3/8. I'm just trying to dry out the system and also remove any extra residue from the chemical and from whatever from before, but just a little ounce of prevention. We're going to disconnect our pressure gauge. I got both hoses hooked up to the vacuum pump, and once the pressure dies down, I'm going to start vacuuming. All right, 5 minutes after 12. Pulling a vacuum. 22
2,000, 20,000, 19,000, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. I'll spare you the details. Let's see how low we can make it. All right. What has it been? About 10 minutes almost, right? 167. Let's see if it eventually goes back down. Right now it's not deep enough for a vacuum. It's slowing down. Right around 900 microns. Yeah. Right around 900. So we gotta let this run for, let's do another 10 minutes. It was 10 after 12, right? And now it's 15 minutes. Give it another 15 minutes. There's no rush here. By the way, isn't that sticker beautiful? Beautiful. Love it. Drew one on the disconnect panel. QR code brings you right to our booking page at pipedoc.net. Good to go. All right. I'm at the neighbor next door. They asked if we install central air conditioning systems because theirs died yesterday, and here we are. Power's off at the breaker. Homeowner's turning it on. So that's the noise that you were hearing? And what did someone tell you?
Well, they looked at this and then they looked at the upstairs. They opened up the system upstairs and it looked like that it had to be it
Replaced?
was leaking. I mean, that's what they've been telling us.
What was leaking? Leaking refrigerant? Leaking water? What was leaking?
I think it might have been refrigerant. I'm not sure. It's
What did they tell you, though? They say you need to replace it? Have they said?
what they said.
Okay. Right now, the condenser fan motor blade is broken.
Okay.
Right? You may have other problems, but that's the problem right now. If you want, we could do some diagnosis on this and go from there. It's 195, and we could see.
If I could just ask you one more thing. If you open up the facing of that thing,
I'm not going to start diagnosing and troubleshooting here unless, again, no disrespect. I am next door, but, my time is still my time. I'm almost done next door, but the unit, the age is not that old. If this is the only problem, yeah, then, replace the fan motor blade and maybe the fan motor, but this unit is,
18.
so take that in consideration.
It's 18. That's
Yeah.
kind of old, right? I mean,
It's not that old, but his next door was 25. And they normally last, 15 to plus 30 years, somewhere in that range. But it's entirely your call. But if you want me to spend some more time here and just digging into it and looking into it, you're going to have to,
yeah. How much would that be?
195.
Okay.
Your call. All right. That was the house next door. Let's see where we're at now. 134. Let's close and close. Much better. Much better. And much deeper too. Okay. I'm content with these numbers. Let's give Daniel a call and see what he's up to. And that will determine if I'm dumping the charge now or not. All right. 1247. Nothing outside yet.
No, I think we're about to kick on right now. I just heard a click. There comes our condenser fan motor. Here we go, baby. There we go. We are running. You hear that, folks? Whisper quiet operation. Gotta love it.